Liam Maher joins us, comedian, psychonaut, podcaster, jack of all trades. What's up, dude?
Oh man, thanks for having me, Jesse and Ben. I missed you guys, the world. I miss the world. I miss the normalcy that we once shared.
I know we took it for granted, seeing you on like a regular basis.
Yeah. I miss being able to do. I mean, fuck it, it's all news. How many times has everyone said this? But like, I did like doing open mics like all the time. It was like a good thing to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
kept you on a schedule.
Yes. Now it's just time has no meaning, or it's just perpetual, and moving forward.
Doing a lot of freestyling, right?
Oh, constantly. It's
you just graduated recently, right?
I literally just got my last grade for my last final like an hour ago, and I'm psyched. Yeah, I'm really excited.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I again, just perpetually moving forward. There's no point to any of it. Why did I go? Got a ton of money. I borrowed a ton of money, and now I don't. Against what? Hopefully it gets real bad, and it just all gets expunged.
I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Like, I was on the Bernie train. I'm like, I don't even care what else he's selling. If he could get paid my student loans, like, that's a wrap. Let's go now.
Yeah, I was in the exact same boat. I was thinking the whole time, it's like, this is kind of like bribery, I guess, right? But I'm all in. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I'm with it. Absolutely with it.
Yeah, I can be bribed.
You have a price, and that's good to know your price. I think most people say they don't have a price, but fuck it. Just know your price, so at least you're getting what you're worth. That's good business.
Full scholarship, that's a good price.
Yeah. Oh, Bernie, I don't care. Start a war. I don't know. He probably had good reasons. The guy hates student loans, so he's probably a good person, All on board.
Child labor in other countries? Fuck it. Bring those products in. Pay these student loans. Let's go.
Well, it's that, or the iPhone's going to be like $8,000. That, I get it. I get where the decision gets made. No one wants to see how the sausage gets made, but they'll be in line for that new iPhone.
I believe. Are you still working at the door-to-door sales job? You were doing that for a minute, right?
I think that's gonna be done.
Yeah, I did do that. Yeah, that's done. That got axed real hard.
That was a go during Corona, huh?
Yeah. They were like, they tried though. They definitely wanted to keep it around, and they're like, these people already don't want us here, and now we could kill them. So,
and the only people home during the day are probably elderly and at risk.
Exactly. That was my target demo.
But during Corona would have been the best time because everybody was at home. You could have went in. Yeah. Like, everyone was there.
Yeah, that was their logic. They were like, everyone's gonna be home. This is great. Quarantine. And they weren't even thinking about it from like man, we're just gonna be part of the problem if we do our job.
You're selling windows. Like, these windows keep the viruses out of your house. You gotta like reseal everything.
I know I had some psychopath manager that was like, this is great. I have like 9 new rebuttals for this new environment that we're in.
That's crazy. Door-to-door sales is such an interesting type of person. Like, you have to be a certain type of person to do door-to-door sales. Like, you can't just be normal Joe off the street and like door-to-door sales. So like, all the managers at those companies, those are those people that are like, yeah, they told me they had like a broken arm, and you were like, yeah, but just tell them I'm not looking for an arm and a leg, just a helping hand. Like, they're just be like craziest rebuttals and shit to say. I'm like, you're not really using, like, this is the most brazen thing I've ever heard somebody say. Like, it's crazy.
Did you ever, did you do door-to-door? Like, are you familiar with,
Yeah, I did some stuff like that. I did like telemarketing too. It's all very similar concepts and stuff.
Definitely. Did you ever like go out with someone that like really knew what the fuck they were doing out there?
Like, how the fuck is this possible?
Yeah, do you really feel like there's just 1 or 2 bad days away from a complete psychotic breakdown? Like those people are just like I'm worried about those people right now. If they like lost that was what they did all the time. Talk to strangers, get kicked in the balls. But I mean, the good ones, yeah, they'd talk to them and then like 2 seconds into it, the person's like, yeah, fuck it, I'll pay $6,000 for something I didn't even think I wanted. It's like, I just want to talk to someone. I just want to talk to somebody. It's like how
my brother's into stuff like that. He's like that. He's got that type of personality. He's just, that's his thing. And I don't even know. He's always done that. Just needs to. But it's very. And then he ended up getting corona, which was not a coincidence. He lives out in Arizona.
He was out hustling.
No, I don't think he was out hustling. I think he got it. He was in some sort of group. Apparently, everyone in Arizona got it. Like in that city, like it just went nuts. A couple of Denver Nuggets players got it too from hooking up with some girls that live in Arizona. Yeah, they apparently got it in. Yeah, they apparently got it in an orgy, according to word on the street around the Denver Nuggets.
And your brother was in this orgy?
Nah, my brother just knew the girls that were involved in this orgy, but he also got corona. So the whole thing was all fucked up.
He got Eskimo bro corona?
Oh my!
That's funny.
Can you imagine? Is this corona passed by semen? I thought semen killed it. What's the verdict? Did we decide
it killed it?
According to Jesse's joke, semen kills it. So what do we go with here?
I saw there was an article that they tested semen samples and found coronavirus in it, but then I saw a video on Pornhub called "Cum is the cure for coronavirus." So I don't know what to believe anymore, Liam. There's all these contradicting stories.
The Dr. Fauci,
yeah, I mean, there's
all Pornhub, all the same. They're both.
Listen, I make most of my personal decisions on how bad I would want to have sex with somebody, right? So, like, do I want to have sex with Fauci or the person on Pornhub? I'm probably going to talk to the person on Pornhub.
Yeah, I haven't seen Fauci's piece though. He might have a piece. Those short guys always do.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot. You know, he's a smart guy for sure. I don't know. You haven't seen his dick? There's been dick pic leaks.
No, I haven't yet. Is there an onlyfauci.com?
Only Fauci. That yeah. You got to really get into like the $30 tier to see anything worthwhile.
Right.
But again, I don't know. I like to support small businesses any way I can. So
did you hear Bella Thorne shut down OnlyFans? I
did hear that. I
want to see those leaks. I would be interested in that.
There's no leaks. Yeah. Apparently, she told everybody, all those people that followed her and bought her subscription for $20, she said, "Send me $200, and I'm gonna send a nude picture." And then she never sends a nude picture.
Damn, she's scamming people on OnlyFans.
Just scammed it. And then everybody hit up OnlyFans like, "Yo, I want my money back." And OnlyFans were like, "We changing the rules for everybody. Now nobody gets nothing. Thanks, Bella Thorne."
Wow.
I'm like, that's a hater move, right? You're Bella Thorne. You already got a hell of money, and you're just out there scamming. Like, I'm shutting this whole thing down. Because if you're actually making bread on OnlyFans and you're a normal person, you're pissed as fuck.
Yeah, so I'd be very angry.
What do you mean OnlyFans said no to anything?
Nah, so OnlyFans changed a bunch of the rules. Like, before you used to be able to get your money out after a week.
Yeah.
Now you have to wait 30 days.
Whoa.
So you can't just pull a big scam like Bella Thorne.
Yeah, so you can't just hit them like that. So that way they could have it in your like account if somebody tries to get their money back or whatever.
Yeah.
And then before there used to be like unlimited tips. Now there's like $100 tip max. There's like before used to be unlimited whatever people were paying for your content. Now there's like a $50 post max. Like all this shit. They just checked the whole thing because Bella Thorne scam.
These thoughts gonna learn how to budget now.
Yeah, dude. Bro, she just cut these thoughts of business in half. What a hater.
Yeah, that's really anti-creator, like content creator, I feel. Like you're punishing everybody for the like actions of, it's like when PewDiePie, you know, you guys remember like there was all that like adpocalypse shit on YouTube? It's just like he went out, did some stuff. I don't really remember all of it, but he got like YouTube used to be like you get at your ad, and you get like a Coca-Cola ad, and then like some guy trying to sell you dick pills or something on the regular video or something. I don't know, Alex Jones. You get an Alex Jones video, and there was no like disassociation between, oh, these are just ads on YouTube. It has nothing to do with the creator. But then after the stuff with PewDiePie went down, the whole shit, Like, and it's apparently much harder to make money on YouTube than it was, just like OnlyFans. So
Yeah,
That's
there
ridiculous.
are a lot of weird like sketchy videos for kids, and then there were a lot of videos with like what they call hate speech, or even like real like white supremacist videos and stuff would have like Coca-Cola or like Disney ads on it or something. So yeah, YouTube had to shut it down because, well, yeah, everything ends up getting run by the corporations. Like corporate dollar decides like what kind of content really gets put out there eventually.
Corporate dollars decides everything.
Yeah.
But
Bella Thorne, baby.
But I don't blame OnlyFans though, from an OnlyFans perspective, because what stops the next person from doing this, right? It's like, and if they're out there just like their whole product is getting fucked, like they had to shut the whole thing down, like that's bad for business. So, but that's how everything works, right? Everything's fun and game until somebody fucks up the whole system, and then nobody can have anything nice, and we got to shut down the game for everybody, and the eating, and it's no longer, the getting is no longer good.
It'll just
You
switch
no longer
from
take
site to
box
site.
cutters. What?
I think it'll just switch from site to site because like Patreon might not be a thing because they're getting sued. OnlyFans, they just changed all their rules. So I don't know, something else will pop up and then someone will fuck that up eventually. But
so we just need to make the next thing that gets fucked up, right? Like we need to make like a original OnlyFans, but call it something different. So then that becomes like the new money ball game.
OnlyFans, like their whole site just OnlyMans.
You already got it, right? Isn't that the
LonelyMans,
name of the show?
Let's just
Lonely
make
Mans,
we'll make LonelyMans.com. Rip off OnlyFans' whole UI.
Yeah, it'll be like most of Twitch. Like
OnlyFans just ripped off like Twitter. If you look at like their like feed, it's like it's a Twitter timeline, except you have to subscribe to it.
Yeah, I think you can like link your Twitter to it. I know you can do that. I'm intimately familiar with the fact that you can do that. I almost did it once on accident. I was supporting friends and stuff in the trying times, and you get on there, and then it's asked me to link my Twitter, and I almost hit yes, and it would have been a disaster, guys.
How many girls do you know personally that are on OnlyFans? Or guys, whatever, or not. I mean, or non-binary.
I'm on OnlyFans, so that's one.
How many people? So we know Jesse. Jesse's one.
I probably know like a handful of people on it, but if we count dudes, I know like hands and toes. I know dozens.
Are dudes getting on OnlyFans? Is this what we're supposed to be doing?
A lot of dudes. That's what I'm doing.
Dude, if you want to see someone naked,
just balls.
Yeah, just balls.
Do you really have an OnlyFans?
I don't do it. But like,
are you?
I was gonna say, do you cut one hole in the bottom of your underwear and just pull your balls through?
Yeah, it's all just various angles. Sometimes it doesn't even look like the same balls. Sometimes it's crazy. I went to I took a film class online once, so like I got all. It's like you do it. If you do a low angle versus like a high angle, right? It's unrecognizable. Throw a filter on it. It's great stuff, man. It's good. HDR. Do you get HDR in it?
Yeah, different lighting angles.
It's a whole new ball game.
Yeah. I see what you did.
I know. I was planning that the whole time.
A long way to go for a pun. I like it.
Yeah. It's bad.
My content would just be sweatpants with no draws. Like that would be my thing.
That's a good with the dick print going down the front.
Yeah,
that's really
just hanging and swinging. Just that would be a lot of my content would probably be that. I think
I'm gonna just start taking videos of me adjusting my underwear and like pulling it up and letting the balls pop out.
Just giving it the brain, dude.
Yeah. There's probably some dudes out there or ladies that are into that. It would pay $10 a month to see it.
Would you be wearing the thongs too on the side that you pull up real high?
I would get into that eventually.
Okay, that's what about have you heard of the what are the new things, the new mankinis? Have you heard of those? the one sling like thong type. What are they called?
Oh yeah, terrible time for a product like that to launch. I was all ready for this summer. You know, every day I'd be out there, and then fucking COVID comes out of nowhere. Fucking ruined my whole summer, man. It sucks.
Just yours. So
Just
that's
mine.
good.
I
Just
don't care about anyone else. Fuck them.
Oh, fuck 'em.
Yeah.
I could still do it, but like suddenly I'm like, I don't know, a virus denier or something. I don't know.
Right.
An anti-masker, right? That's what.
Anti-mask. That's a good one.
If you're at the Mankini, no mask.
Imagine,
Yeah.
like in like a CVS or something. It's like, there's nothing wrong with this. You're infringing on my rights by complaining. It's like, where does it end? If I can't do this, where does it end? Like,
I'm putting my foot down. My foot down.
yeah,
The ball's
yeah,
out.
yeah. Oh man. Oh hey Ben. Something I want to talk to you about. I saw that you spent some time in Alaska recently.
Oh shit! Yeah, that was real. We did a couple podcasts from out in Alaska. That's a different type of place, man. Have you ever been?
Oh yeah, I got some family out there. I love Alaska.
Bro, whereabouts?
Talkeetna.
Oh, Talkeetna. We went to Talkeetna. There's a really good ice cream
Yeah.
shop on that corner.
Oh shit! Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's not that big of a town. I definitely know what you're talking about.
No, yeah, it's very small. Like you can get all the way around Talkeetna in like 20 minutes walking. Like
Definitely.
it's like a main street and then a couple other streets. But they had that ice cream flavor there, fireweed. That's the thing, right? There's a bunch of fireweed in Talkeetna ice cream shop. They're like big flavor is called fireweed. It's apparently a plant that grows there, and they make an ice cream called fireweed.
Oh, I thought you were saying they had some really good marijuana.
Me too. I was like, what
that's the whole play
the fuck
on
did I miss?
It's a real thing called fireweed. So the whole time you're just making these bad puns with fireweed.
Yeah, it's like this is some fire weed, right? I gotta pause. But
You smoke
no,
some
man,
bomb
talking-
dank and then eat some fireweed.
yeah, that's some good times right there.
Yeah.
That's some good times right there.
I ate this
Yeah.
fireweed and I smoked some fireweed. You know, double up.
Yo, I got a interesting fact about Alaska. I think the population. Fuck, I want to get this right. It's like 5% of their population has gone missing in the last 20 years or something.
I'm not surprised. It's
Yeah,
very
but
easy for people to go missing there. Like
Yeah. Yep.
like on your own or somebody made you go missing. Like there's a
Doesn't matter. Whatever happens, they're not gonna find you.
no, there's not, because here's the thing about Alaska is you can drive for 20 hours and still be in Alaska, right? It's
Yep.
that big. So there's parts of it that are practically uninhibited. Like there's uninhabited. Like there's nothing but wild animals out there. So like if you're going hiking and you fuck up and that's the end of it, like, yeah. Like if somebody murders you and takes your body and throws you to the bears, yeah, like you're done.
Yeah, they're not gonna
Hey,
go
you
through
just-
the bear shit and be like, "Oh, he got shot." That's crazy. Like,
There's
You-
no
you've never
first 48 in Alaska. It's like the first like 48 minutes. They're like, you know what?
yeah, 20 minutes. If we don't find you, there's no. It just the odds just go down like 90% every like hour.
Oh my god, bro! You got There's a lot of places to disappear. Like you can just be off the grid so fast. There's
Yeah.
like places that don't have roads or like dirt roads and if it's winter, bro,
Oh,
when it's
fuck it. No way.
Like fuck you, bro, they're not
Yeah.
finding you. Like by the time the snow melts and anyone comes out that way, it's a wrap. All right.
Yeah, they're gonna think you fell in the snow and just like that probably happens to dozens of people a year.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
in every town.
Yeah,
Like
you can.
it's crazy.
No, I'm not even surprised. And because everyone's got guns. Everyone.
Yeah.
There's got guns. Everyone's strapped up.
You need them. You could be eating dinner with your family and all of a sudden a bear the size of fucking like a car is like crashing through your. I don't know if that's actually what happens, but like it could, right?
No,
Maybe. I don't know.
They're around.
Bear's hungry and not sick. I don't know.
Yeah, they will come. That's the thing. Bears will come down if they're hungry enough.
You need a big gun to take down a bear.
Yeah, those grizzlies, dude, they don't
Yeah.
even know really how big they are. At least that's what my uncle was telling me. I know it's bullshit, but he's like,
We
they,
just
like-
make up Alaska facts on this podcast. That's exactly
Yeah,
yeah,
what
this is
we
the
do.
5% missing.
We
shit.
are-
I'm like pretty sure that's like if that's not right, it's like very close to being right.
I'm wearing
But,
Alaskan gear as we speak, guys. I just want to know how
Dude.
into it I am.
I'd kill to be able to like go out there. So Ben, were you able to do any? I think I listened to the Kevin podcast. And I think you said that you weren't able to do any stand up out there. I mean,
No.
granted, it's COVID and stuff, so maybe that all shut down. But
Yeah, there wasn't much. They just put in all the sanctions of like buildings and put in the mask right when I got there. But there was just really nowhere to do stand up, and there's not anything out there.
those people need stuff to laugh about. You know what I mean? And it would be really cool if there was like a scene out there. Like, I mean, guys, you know how shitty it can get, like just in Worcester during the winter. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
during the winters are brutal. Have you been out there in the winter?
no, fuck no.
No.
I was out there during the summer. Why would I like it? Just I want to see it. I really want to see it. Have you?
No, that was my first time out there, and we were out there in like July, so it wasn't getting dark until like 11 around that time. Yeah, so it was pretty cool. But yeah, I want to go out in June when it doesn't get dark till like 2, and that's the point I want to go down there. That would be tough.
I think I went there in July. I've only been there once as well, but I think I also went there in July, and it's trippy, man. You're out there at like 10 o'clock. I remember I was like drinking with some family, and I looked at my phone, and it was like, holy shit, it's like fucking 11 o'clock at night. I got no idea, man. Like it's bright out and shit, and like it's crazy.
I'm gonna go out there in bed and relapse on drinking and just get super day drunk. Yeah, get day drunk for 20 hours.
You can have White Claws and not even feel bad about it, Jesse. You won't even get drunk off White Claws, bro. You'd have like 12 of them before you feel anything.
We'll eat
so cool.
6 grams of mushrooms and drink 20 White Claws and just make a whole day.
Do it under the
on a paddleboard, bro. It'll be dope.
On a paddleboard too.
Yeah.
They have some...
Did you see the Northern Lights, like the Aurora Borealis?
No.
When you were up? No, that was in July, right? Isn't it only a few months during the year?
Yeah. They come out a different time of the year. It's like it's not all the time. And then we went up to Denali National Park though. That was pretty dope.
Yes.
Denali was cool. We went ziplining up there. We went to some of the breweries up there. We saw the bus from the movie Into the Wild. We went to that place.
That's cool.
Yeah, I know you'd probably be into that movie. That seems like a Liam Marr movie, like Into the Wild.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. That sounds cool. Like,
have you ever seen it though? You've never seen Into the Wild?
No.
Oh, what?
Never seen
I feel like I've heard of it. I mean, I'm thinking of that Kerouac story. What is that called? It's like something not Into the Wild.
Where the wild things
are? On the Road. I'm thinking of On the Road.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think thinking of On the Road. But go on.
No, just Into the Wild, the Christopher McCandless story. It was a book about that dude that went into Denali National Park or whatever, and I don't know. It's a whole movie with Emil Hirsch. Watch the movie. It's aight. But yeah,
he disappeared.
What's up?
Did he disappear?
Do you want me to spoil it for you?
Yes.
I mean, if it's a good movie,
how old is the?
You do whatever you want.
No, it's old as fuck. The movie came out in like the early 2000s.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Ooh. No good movies made then.
I don't know. Hirsch was hot back then. He did Into the Wilds. He did Alpha Dog.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, Alpha Dog is a good one. So let me see. When did Into the Wild come out? It came out in 2007. Yeah, Alpha Dog came out 2006. Into the Wild came out in 2007. He was hot.
Hot year, yeah. It's like Fincher, late 90s. That's good stuff.
Yeah, so if you watch it. But anyways, in the movie, he spent some time in this bus. And like in the real story, like he lived in this bus, and then the bus was actually out in the forest for the longest time. They just had it there. So a bunch of hikers would try to get out to his bus. And the irony is that they try to get out to this bus, and there's this he passed this river in the winter. So when the river was frozen over, he just walked over the river. But people always try to do it in the summer because the winter was so cold he died. But people always try to go in the summer, but the river's so crazy in the summer, people die crossing the river trying to get to the bus. It got so bad that the some sort of like government agency came and just swooped it up with a helicopter.
Yeah, that's probably the right thing to do.
Yeah.
I'm like, when you were telling me that story, I'm like, yeah, I see where this is going. No, you know what I mean? I see people are dumb.
People are dumb as hell. But they have the one that they use for the movie. at a brewery like not too far from the location at, so you could see the movie on the one that they use for the movie on there. But it's like a
That's just a better story, you know, with your buddies. You go out, get some brews, and just oh
Yeah.
no, it's like the movie. Like
Yeah,
Yeah,
get
this is
ribbed
cool.
next to the
Take-
bus.
Take some
Yeah,
pictures
yeah.
on Instagram. This is cool.
no,
Just
no
going to the
one goes
real
missing.
bus in the woods.
Yeah, you don't have to die.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
minor detail. You know,
Yeah, just a yeah.
you gotta live
Miss
to
it.
tell about it.
Mm-hmm. I when we were out there, they had just I think there was like this like race that they do through like I don't know through some mountains out there. I don't think it was quite Denali. It was cool. Denali you could see from like my cousin's backyard or you know my family's backyard. Gorgeous view of it, and that they're kind of on a hill, and like it was amazing. So it looks like it's just like just a little bit past there, but it's actually like 3 hours.
It's so
away,
deep.
you know.
I mean, it's for
Yeah.
because like we were. Yeah, I guess the Talkeetna's about an hour into it, so it's like 3 hours from Talkeetna. It was like 4 hours from where we were at. Yeah, but they say like Denali's, it's really rare because it's like 20,000 feet up, so it's so high up that most of the time it's in the clouds, so you never see the top of it. Like you see it,
Yep.
but like the top of it, they said it's like very rare that you get a clear shot at the top of the mountain because it rarely ever shows.
Yeah.
And so it's like when people are like it's a clear day. So when we went up there, like the next day it happened to be super clear and it was just like whoa, like it's way the fuck up there. It's
Oh yeah.
yeah,
I
beautiful, man.
there was like I meant to say there was a foot race I think that happened like a week before that we got there, right? And this guy, there's like fucking poor high school kid. He was like I think like 18 or 19 or something. He's in it and he's like crushing the race. He's so far ahead of everybody and he's totally alone in the woods. And a grizzly just got him. Just got him. He was that's why I don't run. That's why I stopped. But
Hey,
it's just
grizzlies,
like that.
mountain lions, coyotes, something's gonna get you out there.
Yeah, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And that
Yeah.
doesn't happen if you don't run. So
Get a treadmill.
Would you
exactly.
would you climb a tree? Would you try climbing a tree?
If a bear's like after you,
Yeah.
I guess.
if
but
it didn't, yeah, if I had to, I'd try.
What if you just
to.
what if you got
But like I gotta be
speed when
honest.
you're running? Because I feel like if I'm running in a straight line, the bear's got speed. But if I'm running through trees and being kind of shifty, the bear doesn't have turn of direction.
That's true. Supposedly, like this might be bullshit. I hope
This
no
bear's
one
cutting on
tries
a
this.
dime. He's like,
Yeah.
we just
He's
make
just
up
like-
we make up bear facts on this podcast, so just go for it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, like, again, I've never had to test this, right? But maybe someone will get back to me someday and like, hey, I heard you on a podcast once and this didn't work at all. Stop telling people to do this. But I think what you're supposed to do is like roll downhill. And a bear is too stupid to like be able to like follow that in a successful way. It'll start like trying to run down the hill or something, but like upright. I don't know. Again, I'm not a bear expert. I just hear bear facts and loosely remember them a decade later.
You gotta
That's
like
like
hope there's like a downhill slope or trees that you could climb.
Oh yeah. They do. I do remember that. Like you're probably fucked. That's pretty much what they said. And like you gotta really get lucky. Hope
Or
it's
you're
not
like,
too
you're
hungry.
supposed to like make yourself bigger somehow.
Yeah.
Like,
I know
confront
you're
the
like
bear.
you're not doing it. Yeah.
You're just gonna get
Man, I don't even
revenanted.
know. Yeah, dude, that guy fucking did it. He did it. You know, it's possible. But like, I'm not as much of a man. That movie is actually not as crazy as the true story. Like,
What
I'm
is
sure
the true
same thing with
story?
Into the Wild. But yeah, the Revenant's based on a true story of a guy whose name is Leonardo DiCaprio's name in the movie. Again, I remember half of the story most of the time. And this guy at one point had to like heal his wounds or something. I think after the bear fight, I'm assuming. He like dug up a bunch of like maggots or something and like put them in his skin and to eat like the infected skin and bacteria, which is what they actually used to do, because like fleas and maggots will eat dead stuff and it'll eat the dead whatever. But I guess that probably didn't make for that exciting of a movie. But I think like the guy that Tom Hardy plays in real life was like enlisted in the military when he went on a revenge thing. So I think he had to enlist or something to like get him or whatever. Like the real story is like even wilder than the movie. But that movie's way too long. What do you guys think? Revenant, overstay its welcome? I think so.
Very long, too much dialogue for sure.
Very unmemorable. I don't remember anything about it. Like,
I think I
Yeah,
tried really
I'm
hard not to
saying.
look at my phone during that movie, and at some point I like checked out.
yeah, I just remember the bear ragdolling him. Outside of that, the rest of the movie, I can't even tell you what it's about. You said Tom Hardy, and I was like, I thought he meant Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, I couldn't even remember that Tom Hardy.
I've
was
seen
in the movie.
so many Tom Hardy movies, and I could not point that guy out in a lineup. I have no idea what he looks like. Because like,
Yeah.
I think he looks completely different in every movie. He's wearing a
kinda
mask in
does.
Batman.
Yeah, Bronson, he's completely yoked and bald. I think he might actually have hair.
No,
But like
he shaves his head in that.
in Bronson, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But
I've seen that.
no,
I've seen
you're good.
Batman. I've seen Revenant. I've probably seen some other Tom Hardy shit. I don't know who he is, but good movies.
Inception. He's one of the side characters in Inception.
I've seen that movie. I didn't know he was in it.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
No, he's in Inception.
DiCaprio.
Yeah,
JGL. Yeah.
it's him and what's his name? Joseph Gordon-Levitt. That's his name. Him, Ellen Page. Ellen Page is in there.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
Leonardo-
He has a,
Is Leo in Inception,
So-
or am I thinking of something else?
No, he's in
Oh, yeah.
Inception. He's the guy.
yeah.
He's
Wow.
in there. Michael Caine is in there. He plays
Yeah,
the
that's a good cast.
father.
Man. That's a fucking
Michael Caine.
Ah.
That's what Michael Caine impression.
That's good. That'll. I thought he was here. I thought we had my guy.
Oh, Austin Powers Faja is here. Right. Michael Caine, so versatile. He plays everyone's father. That's
Yeah. He's
Or a father figure to Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too. I forgot. It's a Batman.
Are you guys gonna?
Have you seen the Batman movies, Jesse?
I've watched the Tim Burton
Well,
Batman movies and the Christopher Nolan Batman movies.
So
Oh,
you watched Batman movies, but you haven't watched Black Panther, Jesse?
I haven't seen any Marvel movies except the first Iron Man.
Listen, you watch superhero movies, so now Black Panther must be watched.
I watched
Black Panther's awesome.
I watched Batman movies. Is there a Black Panther Batman movie? Because I would definitely check that out.
I think they're different cinematic universes and stuff.
Boo! I'm booing you right now, Jesse.
I'm gonna wait till the Black Panther sequel comes out, and then I'll watch them both back to back.
Wow.
How are they gonna do a sequel now?
Yeah.
What a hater!
That was dark, bro.
That was super dark. And not even that was super white of you. Sounds about white, Jesse. That's not dark. That was super white of you. There's no blackness in that.
Yeah, that was messed up, man. That just
Man,
fucking came out of nowhere.
Hey, Liam, a spot has just opened up for a podcast co-host.
Man,
Ben's gonna quit the podcast, then I really will be just a lonely man on this podcast.
yeah, fucking. I'm sorry, Paul got taken by COVID. Is that how it happened?
Yeah, he
Rest in
converted
peace,
to Islam and then got COVID like back to back. It was weird.
Wow, that's.
I don't know what happened first. I think he converted to. No, I think he got COVID and then converted to Islam. I don't know.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. He realized after he had COVID that Allah was the only way to save him.
Mm-hmm.
I like Allah.
Assalamu alaikum, I believe, or something along those lines. If I don't know how to say it right.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah. I think that's something.
Malaikum salam.
Yeah. It's real. I don't want
urban.
to. It's
Praise Allah.
really messed up. Chadwick Boseman died. Like, I don't know.
It's so fucked up.
It's just fucking like the guy was just crushing it with these movies, like, and just fucking. You have what is it, stage 4 colon cancer? Like, it's just like you were in a fucking.
For
You were in the
4
event.
years.
Yeah.
He played Black Panther for 4 years with colon cancer. That's crazy.
Yeah.
He played like every black person that's done anything notable in like the past like 100 years was played by Chadwick Boseman. He played all of them. Jackie Robinson, Thurgood Marshall, Black Panther, all of them. He hit all of them. T'Challa.
There's some good roles.
Great roles.
He had cancer the whole time.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was diagnosed. Well, because Black Panther came out in 2018. He was diagnosed with it back in 2016. So from the time in 2016, I know that dude, at least 4 or 5 movies came out after 2016, minimum from that dude. I know he did that. Like 5 Bridges, The 5 Bloods. I know he did a bunch of movies and appearances and all this stuff, like, which is crazy.
I've been meaning to see.
TMZ finds out everything. How did TMZ not get like a hold of this? Like his team was like keeping this under wraps.
Such a tight circle, man. You gotta like imagine that like he had just a few people that knew about that and just like respected his like. Dude, I saw the most fucked up thing. Honestly, like it made me so upset seeing it. Like I guess. Like I don't know if he did like a Instagram live stream or something like not that long ago, but like if you look at it and you compare him to Black Panther, like he's a lot skinnier. He looks very like comparatively unhealthy because it's the disease is doing its thing to him. And dude, the people are like clowning him so hard in the comments and shit, and I'm like, oh, that gives you no fucking hope for humanity. And the guy was like, fuck it, I'll just give him another great movie. It's a great performance. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace, I guess. But
yeah, I wonder if the studio had known, because like they probably wouldn't want to keep working with someone that's going to die eventually if they have like a franchise.
Yeah. Did you guys, I mean, maybe that's what, like was he in Infinity? Did you guys see the second Infinity War movie?
Yeah, he was in all of them.
Yeah,
he
but
played a big role in that one, but he was in it.
Yeah, okay. I'm trying to remember. Oh, those are crazy movies, man. Can we talk about Infinity War for a sec? Or we're just talking about the Marvel stuff?
Well, Jesse, has got a lot to say about Marvel movies.
Yeah,
You guys go for it. I'm here for it.
Ben.
Yeah.
You ever go to the movies alone?
Absolutely. I used to do it like once a week.
Cool. All right, cool. So whenever I talk about that, I'm always like, yeah, they're just going to think that's like, because I feel like it is kind of a sad thing to think about. It's not, like, I have a great time when I do it, but like, it's probably more fun to do it with friends, right? Or, significant other or whatever. But I'm going alone. I smoked some marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
I was on that cart game before they were killing everybody. And I go in there. I leave the movie. I have to pee like 5 minutes into it. And then something happens in the movie. Like a character dies so early into the second Infinity War movie. I come in and sit down, and I'm so lost the rest of the movie. I don't like talk about it, but like, can I talk about it? Can I talk about Infinity War? Do people care? What's your guys' audience here?
Spoil it, bro. We have a big Marvel fan base.
Our audience
crossover.
is non-existent, so you can talk about whatever the fuck you want.
Okay. Well, they kill Thanos like 5 minutes into the second part of the second movie, and I missed that because I go out, take a leak, I come back, and Thanos is dead. But I missed that scene, and then the rest of the movie, I'm like, all right, so we're gonna get this Thanos guy. What the fuck is going on? So, I had no idea. What the fuck happened. 3-hour movie, and I'm sitting there stoned out of my mind trying to piece it together. Like, I know I'm not this fucking stupid. You know what I mean? Like,
when did you figure it out? Or how did you figure it?
They're like 2 hours into the movie. There's like a flashback scene to that scene of them killing Thanos, and I'm like, what?
This whole time?
Yeah. I was just like, this is so, they're building up to something. It's like, why does Thanos not know who they are? Because it's like a parallel reality or some shit. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? It was that was a trippy fucking movie if you missed that scene.
No, like, I can imagine how that would fuck you up. Like,
yeah.
You know,
I almost asked the stranger next to me, is like, yo, what the fuck happened?
You'd be the worst. If you asked me what the fuck happened in a movie, I'd probably fight you. We'd just slap you with an open.
I deserve it. Some stoned stranger, like clearly, obviously stoned stranger. Like, it's just like.
Do you know what's weird is that they're doing a Thor movie with the Hemsworth guy again, which is weird because every superhero movie only does trilogies with the same character. right? Like there's never been like another superhero. Even in Batman, it's always 3 movies, and then you find a new person to play that character. Except for this dude, he's doing movie number 4 as that. I find that was different. Another trilogy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, they lost a lot of their cast, like at the end of Infinity War, and I don't know. They probably like will have. I guess they gotta like Hemsworth as Thor is like very iconic. I feel like I don't know. I feel like they could. It was smart to hold on to him. If they were losing like Stark and Captain America, and now obviously Black Panther wasn't planned, but like, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Like, are you still like attached? Because I kind of felt like the universe was ending. This is like a Marvel podcast now. Just talking about like what
Fucking
like
nerd,
getting
dude.
disenfranchised.
Hold on, let me get Lou Ramos on here.
We'll go deep. We'll go fucking deep.
Go into the rabbit hole, dude.
Yeah.
We'll just talk about Batman for Jesse. What did you think about Ben Affleck as Batman, Jesse?
And I didn't like that movie at all. Batman versus Superman. I saw it in theaters with my friend. Got super stoned for it, and I was falling asleep the whole time. I could not keep my eyes open. And then like, was that in 3D also?
I don't watch 3D movies. I hate 3D.
I think it was in 3D. I didn't like the whole thing was just explosions and like lasers and shit. I don't know. I wasn't into it at all. That's my review.
That movie was like honestly garbage, and I feel like the whole time I was like trying to be like I think I like this because like this is an interesting concept, and then it's just like this is just so fucking stupid. Like I know like all these actors are in better movies, and like they're just the writing's not that good in that one, and like I don't know.
Because Batman versus Superman is never really a fight. You already know who's gonna win that every time. That's not a real thing. This dude's a rich boy with some fucking toys, and this guy's a fucking alien from outer space that can fly and shoot lasers out of his fucking eyes. Why are we even? What are we doing here? Like,
I don't know anything about like DC and like Superman, but kryptonite always comes into play at some point, right?
Yeah, it's his kryptonite.
Yeah, and then he figures out a way to like work around it somehow, or he like overcomes it. Yeah, I don't know.
That's why I never really cared about Superman. Like Batman is more interesting to me because it's more grounded, I guess. Like the guy's humans, right? And like
he has to use technology in his brain.
Yeah, like Superman, like I know it's obviously still bullshit, right? But like, like Superman, like I don't know, fucking is an alien, And like I don't know. He's banging this like redhead, this cute redhead that works as a reporter. Like that's not fair. Like that guy is doing like that poor woman, like this perfect genetic masterpiece. Just like, oh yeah, I'm a different species, but I can fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
what about Superman had like just a very small penis? Like that's the one caveat to Superman's power is you have a micro penis.
It's like inverted. Like it needs to come out. Like
that's the qualification. That's why he has so many of these sexual frustrations because he can do all this shit. But he just has just a micro peen, and that's the thing about being Superman. Would you take that power if it meant your penis was non-existent?
Or he's got a big dick, but he can't get it up.
Oh man,
it was just always long and limp.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets like an erection and just like passes out. Like it's too much blood. Like.
But would you trade that power if you could? If you could get all of Superman's powers except for you had to trade your penis in to make it a micro penis.
See, I feel like being Superman is like being famous, right? You don't want those problems really, because what about all the people you're like, I'm too tired to go out and help right now, and then all those people that die in those fires that you don't help, that's what fucking keeps you up at night, and you're like, why did I even come here? All these people are into wars. These people blow each other up. These people kill each other for nothing.
Yeah.
Like I can't help them. This species is flawed. Like, it's like I don't know.
Too much going on for Superman. Yeah, he probably wouldn't even want to fuck. He's so stressed out from seeing all these horrors all the time.
Yeah, he's like on my old planet, man. We would just fight each other and never die. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, but what do you guys think about as I guess comedians? The new Joker movie. Did you see that shit?
I didn't. That should be one of my quarantine movies
sure.
that I need to watch.
Yeah, it sets comics back like 15 years. It's great. Like,
Doesn't it just make us look like depressed, lonely white guys?
yeah, it's really it's
Comics have never been painted as that before.
No, I was gonna say, man, it's very it's
So
pretty
you're
stark.
saying it's a documentary?
Yeah, that's the problem. I know. I was talking to someone and they're like, "Oh, you see the Joker? Is that what it's like?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's exactly what it's like. That is exactly what it's like. It's very weird, dude. I'll talk. You should definitely see it. It's definitely worth watching. It's really.
I've heard people make the argument like, why couldn't he be a good comic that's also a psychopath?
Yeah.
Like, did they
Because-
make
Yeah, that was the
bad
thing. As a comic, I'm like, yeah, this guy is wasting everyone's fucking time. This guy is not like.
Because if he was actually good, that's the part about it that I hate. Because if he was actually good, then he wouldn't have became the Joker. Because the reason why he became a Joker is because he was the laughing stock.
Yeah.
And because he was a delusional thought he was good comic. Now, if he was actually good, he wouldn't have been a laughing stock. People would have actually been like, "Yo, you're good," and then he wouldn't have. Whatever.
But like Carrot Top's a good comic, but he's also a laughing stock.
Yeah, I'd be okay if Carrot Top became the Joker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Carrot Top's rich as fuck, and that's the difference between that and the Joker. Like, the Carrot Top is fucking rich, and Carrot Top is yoked out of his mind, so people talk shit. Carrot Top's like, nah, bitch.
Yeah, Carrot Top's on HGH.
Yeah, and then he chokes him out. He chokes him out, and then he makes it rain on him and walks away. Like,
Carrot Top probably fucks too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'd imagine. Does he still have the crazy hair?
I
better.
think so. Yeah, he has to.
Yeah.
Is that his like look?
Yeah, it's contractually obligated. If you lose the hair, we'll cut you off. You'll lose everything.
You cut the hair, we fucking cut you.
Yeah.
That would suck if he was like went bald too. He like loses his signature look.
Wow.
I'm gonna look up what Carrot Top looks like in 2020 because I have no idea. I don't know. I haven't remembered Carrot Top since he used to do like AT&T commercials or whatever. He used to do the
CLAATT.
ATT. Yeah. You don't even remember that, do you, Liam?
No, I'm sorry. I don't know. I was like 18. I don't know. I know.
Do you remember Collect Calling?
You know what a collect call is?
I don't. I never had to. I never experienced that.
Hell yeah.
You know what a payphone is?
I do. I love a good payphone. When I see one, I just use them.
Do these things have Wi-Fi? But yeah. So before, from payphones, if you wanted to call people and shit, you could you'd have to make a collect call, which is you'd charge them on the other end, or you'd pay for it on your end if you made a collect call. But
Yeah, if you didn't have 25 cents.
That's to make a call out, or if you were in like prison and this was a collect call. And then Carrot Top used to make these commercials for this number you can call to like charge it to him. It was like CALLACT off payphones. And he was everywhere. Those commercials, how much money did that company have? Because those commercials were on all the time.
It was AT&T, dog.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Well, AT&T lost it all, bro. Do they even make phones anymore?
I think they're a huge service provider above phones. Like, I think like their network is huge. It's not Verizon big, but it's like probably second or third or something.
Because AT&T used to be like the phone company. Everybody had AT&T and was using their towers. And now Verizon came in the United States and just fucks it up. But if you go outside of the United States, though, Verizon sucks.
They had the iPhone exclusively for a while.
AT&T did, yeah. When it first came out, they had the exclusive. I remember my brother got that, and you had to get AT&T to use the first iPhone.
Wow.
But they
that's a big move.
I have AT&T now. I've been with them like 5 years, but I was a Verizon boy for like 7 before that.
I've had the same phone number ever since I had a phone.
Me too.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's nice, very convenient. I've had to try really hard to keep this number. Like, I remember there was a couple close cases where I'm like, listen, whatever we got to do, let's make this number happen. I don't care, make it work. And we've gone through it. I like the number.
Listen, Dennis, I will lose my fucking mind in the store if you take this number from me. I will fucking flip one of these carts over and yell at this family. Like,
you think I'm causing a disturbance right now, Dennis? Don't need a disturbance, Dennis.
I will smack that iPad right off your wrist, Dennis.
yeah.
Be
I
my
will
bad, Dennis.
fuck it up, bro.
It's pretty much. Except I had
Yeah.
T-Mobile. Even worse. Until they, yeah. But you can use it abroad. That was cool. I had really good service abroad, which is fucked up because then I'd come back here and then not get service at home, which I thought was fucked up. You're gonna give me fucking service in some remote fucking island, but I come back and they're like, oh, nope, not in your living room, dude, not here.
You still with T-Mobile?
Yeah, I've always been with T-Mobile. I don't know, I couldn't change it,
Just ride or die, bro.
bro. I
Yeah.
have this iPhone now, and I used to not be in the iPhone life, but I switched, and now it's all. I don't know if I want to get another iPhone, but now it's got all my comedy sets and stuff on there that I don't do anymore. So
Yeah.
I'm like locked into it now. It hooked me. It tricked me.
I made the switch to iPhone. I'm just gonna rock with that from now on. I was Android for 10 years exclusively.
It's really accessible. I mean, it's so fucking. It's a nice product. You know, they fucking they make something that like works reliably all the time.
For dating, every girl has an iPhone, and if you have green bubbles pop up on their screen, you just cock blocked yourself.
Bro,
Yeah.
I can't get Android if I'm single. You can't be single, and no one gets laid with Android, bro. That's the problem with it.
Yeah, that's another I've never even like thought about. Like I do, like those people suck. I'm not like, you know, when they have the green bubble, they can't be in a group chat.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, or if they are, they fuck the whole thing up and messages go in like way late and shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I definitely don't like those people. I think I've cut most of them out successfully.
Now before I was like, what's the big deal? Like, who cares if my texts are green on your phone? And like now that I'm on the other side, I'm a blue tech snob all the way. It's
Yeah, you're welcome to the future, Jesse.
It is the blue. Fuck. Who would have thought that some like cheap trick like a blue bubble got me, bro? I had all this stuff, all these features, and it's like, why do you have iPhone? Blue bubbles, dog. Like,
Blue bubbles.
I'm like, but yeah, I'm like,
I've texted a girl like from Tinder, and she's like, I love when those bubbles turn blue, baby.
Bro, I've had that conversation. That's what I was like, what? Because, bro, I was like, my Samsung can record better videos. It can do all this access. It has open accessibility. What does the iPhone have? Blue fucking bubbles, bro.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
that's enough. That is the power of vagina. That is the real power of vagina. The power of the puss, dude. It'll make you your whole life.
Yeah. Yo, know what I just started doing recently?
What's that?
Taking cold showers.
Yo.
Is this for mental health?
Yeah, dude.
Did you jump on the Wim
game
Hof train?
changer. Huh?
Have you jumped on the Wim Hof train?
Yo, you guys know what I'm talking? Yeah, yes. Game
That's
changer.
Yeah, Wim Hof.
Yeah.
Have you ever do his? I used to do his breathing exercises every morning.
Yep. It's awesome. There's this great YouTube video. It's like a 10-minute, just a fucking.
Yeah, he posted on his Instagram. I watched it and did it like every morning when I would like meditate and stuff. I'd do his little breathing exercise.
Yeah.
And then I started taking cold showers, and I used to. But it's funny because even before that, when I used to run track in college and in high school, like football, we did 2 days. So even before all of this, like after practice in the morning, me and all my friends, we got this cold tub in our training room our senior year. So so we would hit this cold tub between every practice. So I was in ice tubs all the time. And then in college and track after practice, we'd hit the ice tub. So I was always kind of hitting the ice tub already just for recovery purposes through sports. But now I'm like, I can just do it because it's like a cold shower. It's like the similar process to like get your day started and stuff like that. It's a good concept.
Yeah, I wish I had jumped on the train sooner. Because I'm all about it. It definitely like, it's great. Like it helps me think clearer. I feel, I don't know, wakes me up a lot.
Mm.
Yeah.
I want to try that, but I love a long hot shower.
Yeah, no, nothing beats that shit. Like that's the thing. But like once you get past it, you don't even need to be in the cold shower for as long. You know, you just get in there, you do your shit, and then like. It's pretty profound. Like the effects are really substantial for me.
Can you take a hot shower and get clean and then crank it up to cold before you
Yeah,
go
I've
out?
done that. I've definitely. I bet that's like not recommended, but I definitely do that because like nothing beats the hot fucking water through your hair, like when you're washing it and shit.
Yeah.
Nothing beats that. It's amazing. Like I don't know.
But then except in the winter, it's fucked up. You can't do cold showers in the winter. That shit is.
Yeah, I don't think I could. I
No,
guess.
that shit is.
Yeah.
Trust me, I tried. I thought I was going in. I was like, Wim Hof, fuck this. I thought I was trying real hard, bro. That shit is.
I watched his Rogan podcast and I really want to buy his program, but I think it's kind of expensive.
Oh, he's got a Rogan podcast. Looks like that's what I'm looking into. I'm gonna.
That's when he blew up, was off of Rogan. He hit that Rogan bump, and then everyone knew who Wim Hof was. That's how I heard of him, was through Rogan.
Cool.
But like
Didn't
apparently,
he hike Everest like in his like bathing suit?
Everett base camp with no shirt and like shorts and like no shoes.
Yeah, I remember telling someone about that, and they're like, "There's no fucking way." And I like looked
That's
at
true.
pictures.
Yeah, it's a real thing. He fucking
Yeah.
yeah, and then he teaches like a whole class where he has people do shit like that with him. So it's like he teaches everyone like this thing that he does, and then they're all laying in the snow with no shirts on and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. He's a
I
whole
know.
other type of beast.
Yeah, breathing's supposed to be like so key to like the human experience and shit. Like if you can control your breathing, you can control like your body. And like like, you guys ever heard of like I don't know if it's holotropic breathing or transcendental meditation. I don't know if they're the same thing.
I don't know if they're the same.
TM I've heard about.
I've heard of that.
A lot of celebrities do it.
Yeah. So I was looking into that, and I was like, that sounds pretty cool. Like, free drugs with your brain, but like
TM's expensive. That's like $1,000 to get into their program.
No shit. Well, that makes sense. They know what they can do. Like, hey, this is crazy cheat code you can do in real life, and just trip balls for 5 minutes. Like,
I've been using Headspace for over 3 years. That's helped me a ton.
what's Headspace?
It's a meditation app, guided meditation.
Oh, cool.
They have different packs for like, there's like stress, anxiety, creativity, exercise, sleep. Yeah, there's different meditations for everything. There's like 10 to 30 day programs. Like I've been doing a creativity one.
Yeah.
Like I'll get lazy and not do the daily exercises. Like day 11, you're supposed to like flash the exercise over like 30 seconds. You do this like visualization. You do it like, but a quicker version of it. And then you're supposed to like have a notebook next to you and then write like down the first thing that comes to your mind. And you're supposed to do that for like 5 or 6 days and then do that like 3 times a day for the next week and then do it like 4 or 5 times. But yeah, I'll forget to do that. I'll get lazy with it. I'll just do the meditation and not do the exercises.
I'm bad with sticking to regimens like that. Like I'll even like I'll like love the effects or whatever, but like I won't stick with it. Like I'm supposed to be. I think Jesse, I had plantar fasciitis. I still have it in like my left foot. It sucks.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
That's painful. I've had that before. That shit is painful.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get rid of it through stretching. It's definitely the most effective thing I've been doing. I was doing like other things, but like I probably would have not had it by now if I was just sticking to stretching the same day every time. But like, you'll forget.
Did you send me a video about the stretches?
Yeah, dude, it did help. That's the same stretches I do, and I've like noticed so much less pain with it.
Do you have it too, Jesse?
I might. I don't know. Like my feet are all kind of fucked up.
Man, I got it in a trip. We were walking, like when we started going to this trip, and we went to New York City, and I walked around like New York City for like 6 hours or 8 hours or whatever in these bad shoes, and then like I could not walk. I was like, what is this? When I got it checked out, it was like, yeah, you got plantar fasciitis. That shit is so fucking painful. But like stretching, did you ice it or like wrap it or anything?
Dude, I've tried a lot. I got like these socks that you wear that like that make it hurts less, but I don't think it heals it.
No, it does.
I've worn like this cast, not like a real full fucking cast, but this thing you buy on Amazon that's supposed to like support it well. I've really only seen stretching having like a really, really big effect. How did you get rid of it?
Well, it took forever. So I had it for a while because I did a lot of stretching, icing, and then anytime I tried to walk, I'd wear super padded shoes. I'd add in extra, like I wore like socks and like extra layers and whatever, and just try to like minimize the pain. And then like when it just got too much to bear, I would just sit down, I'd stretch it out and ice it after every day, and just kind of go through that. And I had it for probably a couple weeks before it like started like going away. Like it was there for a while.
I've had it for a long, and it happened. This is why it's definitely plantar fasciitis, because like the exact same thing happened to me. I wore bad shoes and walked like it was a new pair of shoes, and I said whatever, and it like super fucked up the foot. And yeah, I got these shoes that are like made for like plantar fasciitis. So I was just fucking trying everything because none of it was working as well as I needed it to.
Yeah, it's like this is painful as fuck, and you can barely walk. You're like, why is this happening to me right now?
Yeah, and these shoes I got, they're like 100. I think it's like I don't know, whatever. They're not sponsors. I'm not going to say the name. I don't remember. But like, it's like this pair, like this $100 like pair of shoes, and I was like, that's a steep price for fucking shoes for me. I don't know, but I used to wear Pumas, these Puma suedes that I'd get for $25, and they were great. They last like 6 to 8 months, but terrible for your feet. There's no support at all, and they fall
flat, right? They're super flat. Yeah.
Yeah. I did a ton of hiking out in Yosemite with them. Great for that, honestly. Like maybe I was just used to them, but like, remember I did like this one hike, Half Dome. It's like a 20 or 16 mile hike. It's fucking wild. And then the end of it, you go up these metal cables on the side of this mountain. It looks like a fucking carnival ride. It's not safe at all. You're not fucking hooked in. It's at like a 70-degree angle. It takes like 15 minutes to get up there. Scary as fuck. And I was doing it through a wildfire. Got very sick. Good times. But I had Puma suedes on them, and everyone up there was like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah. And I was like, I didn't even realize. I don't know. I'm such a moron. I sure as shit didn't think this was as dangerous as it is. And like, I've been wearing these for everything else in this park and all the other hikes and shit. And yeah, it bad for your feet. But I finally wore these shoes, like the $100 pair. They fortunately let you pay for it over the course of like 4 months with no interest or anything like that. So that's how they got me to sign up for it. God damn, it's a game changer. I do not want to take those shoes off. It's so comfortable for your feet.
Do they look cool?
They look fine. They look fine.
That's the thing. Like, I don't know. I like wearing Adidas. I have some comfortable Adidas.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
you can't. That's the problem. You can't like rock shoes. Like that's the amount of price I'm willing to pay. Like I will handle the pain and not look like a fucking nerd.
No, they don't look like.
I have Forrest Gump shoes on.
Yeah, I got like clown feet on, bro. Like what the fuck are you rocking?
No, I can go. They're not that. Let me.
So the kids can see you. Like what are those?
Yeah, they close to you.
No.
Yeah, let's see them. You wearing those shoes sounds like you. That's how you became the "what are those" kid. You wore those shoes, they rolled up on you. You became a fucking meme, and that was the end of it.
No, they look nice. I'll be
Bring
right
them
back.
out. Let's see them.
Yeah. Hold on.
Nah, these shoes.
You're like, nah, bro. I got plantar fasciitis. Are you okay, dude?
Nah, dude, I'm dying slowly. I'm not gonna make it.
I was super sick this week. I just finally got over that.
Bro, you had the fucking Rona, dude.
I beat the roadies. Corona can't fade me, dog. I'm out here. I'm healthy. Feel way better. I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to get through this just like on my own. And then like day one, I'm like, I'm going to the store buying as much Dayquil and NyQuil as I can. I was going to pop some NyQuil on the cast. So
And then try to stay awake.
Yeah.
We should do, what's that sleeping drug?
Z-Quil or Tylenol PM?
Nah, there's one that's Ambien.
We should do an Ambien podcast.
So you do an Ambien and then try to stay awake. There's a challenge, and some kids in my dorm room freshman year were all about the Ambien challenge.
Oh yeah, if you stay up, you like trip on it. And
yeah.
If you have one sip of alcohol, you just immediately black out.
Nah, none of that. So that's the podcast. It's gonna be just Ambien, and then we stay awake and see
let me grab my NyQuil. I'm gonna pop it right now because we're about an hour in.
Oh, good move. Good move.
All right.
Here's what we got here. Like I like them personally. I haven't like been out to a lot of social things though.
This is like regular looking.
Let me see the side of them. All right. Okay, they're not.
Yeah, right. It's like they're fine, right? They're inoffensive. They're inoffensive, I think, and the support that they bring, man, my God, like they're like really good. Like they're very comfortable, and like I don't think I'll ever go back, like because of how comfortable they are.
Really?
Yeah. But again, my standard was really low, so
just the flat Puma suede.
Yeah.
I do have to say though. Yeah, I don't know. $100 on a pair of shoes, not the worst thing. I have spent more on a pair of shoes like very consistently. Not very like growing up. I used to spend that money.
Once a year, I'll spend $100 on a pair of shoes.
Yeah, spend some get like some.
I bought these Adidas night joggers off StockX for $100. I've worn them once this year because I have nowhere to go. Like,
yeah, that's the hell. That's hell.
And they're white, so I'm terrified of wearing them.
You just have the whole white outfit that you haven't worn. You're gonna look like a fucking angel, bro.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna look like I'm ascending to heaven.
If you're gonna wear all white, does that mean you have to do cocaine that night? I think that's how it works, right?
Oh yeah. You go out into the bar, you go into the bathroom, someone's walking up to you and like, hey, you want to buy some blow? I know you do. I know you do.
They're gonna be like, hey, can I buy some blow? They know you have some.
Oh, I'm the blow guy. I'm the blow guy.
No one's ever worn all white and not done blow in the night. I don't think that's how it works.
They call me the White Knight, baby.
Oh man. Yo, Jesse.
Yeah.
Is the gathering happening this year?
No, they canceled it almost immediately. Once
not what I expected. They
canceled it in March or April, I think.
Really? That's responsible. Was there like a?
Well, like. No festivals are happening now. It would be crazy if the Gathering of the Juggalos was the only festival happening.
It might, but like honestly, from their perspective, okay.
Yeah.
If the performers are safe, they're gonna reach a whole new audience by being the only show in town.
A lot of people that just love festivals in general probably would have gone to the Gathering. They're like, you know what? I just need to like let loose and do some Molly and hang out. And that's a good place to do that. I'll be honest.
Yep, and no, those days are over. Not anymore.
Nah, I think within a couple of years, I think I'm gonna be optimistic. I think things might go back to normal eventually.
2021 or 2022 or later.
You think so, Ben?
I'm just saying. I don't know. The thing right now is there's just so much uncertainty.
Yeah.
And I think we've done too much dirt for everyone to just go back to just like normal. Like they can't just be like, okay, we're going back festivals, like everything's fine. I think we've gone too far for that. Like they've changed up too much, made too many rules and laws and things that I don't know. So we'll see, I guess.
I think within a couple of years, it'll probably be like a party at your own risk thing. They're like, you know what? If you want to do this, you're gonna take that risk.
Yeah.
Sign a waiver I keep hearing about like rapid testing too. Like the better and cheaper the tests get, the easier it'll be for us to go do this.
Yeah, shout out to the NBA for making testing cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, the NBA, they paid for the whole research with like, what university was like Yale or something like that, or Princeton, one of those schools.
That's a good one.
And then it was one of those smart schools, one of those schools for some fucking nerds.
Yeah,
Had them all fucking in the lab and shit. Is your boy Walter White in the lab cooking? And they figured it out, bro. You get results in like 20-something minutes, like 25 minutes. And right now, and it's like I think it's like 90% accurate compared to like the full blood test that take like 3 days or whatever.
Yeah, see, and that's since March.
Yeah.
That's within 5 months they have a test that can do that. So they'll keep
but
getting better and cheaper.
Only because the NBA decided to do that for their players to make it easier for themselves. If they didn't do that, no one else is giving a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of big pharma I don't really support, to be honest. It's all fucking bullshit. Like I don't know. I don't believe in doctors. I don't think they know what they're talking about. I think it's all just guesswork. I think they're just like, yeah, we're pretty sure. Fuck it. I want to do this surgery because I think it'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the idea of giving you a bunch of drugs that you don't need because I want to see what happens to you.
Have you ever seen like the studies that show like recoveries from like surgeries? Like they did like, so they would do these tests on like people that had similar knee injuries, and they would take like if somebody had a similar knee injury, like a torn ACL or whatever, and then some of the people they would do the surgery, and other people they would like take them in like they were gonna do surgery, give them the scar or nothing like that, but they would not do the actual surgery. But they would do the rehab the same exact way as the people they did surgery. And there's a bunch of these studies out there. You can see that, but you actually have to leave the scar to make it seem because it's a blind study.
Yeah,
so no one knows who yet. Yeah, so they're testing it. And they found that, like, in these studies, the recovery rates between surgery and non-surgery, nearly identical.
Yeah.
Negligible difference. And it's like, there's a lot of other parts like than like surgeries and other procedures that like have similar results. Like, what are we doing? Yeah.
Yeah, man. We should be careful. You know, Infinity Ward, we can talk about that. But the second we talk about how much bullshit medicine is, they're gonna shut this down. They're gonna cancel us. They're gonna fucking one of us.
Yeah, this video's gonna get demonetized on YouTube.
Yeah.
This
Just
has
completely
already been
canceled.
flagged by
We're
the
gonna get
NSA, the
gonna get
FBI,
shadow
the
banned.
CIA, the ATF, the DEA. How many fucking organizations are they? There's so many of those fucking secret organizations. Why are there so many of them?
Yeah. You guys ever meet one of those people that like claim like every major disease we have a cure for? We'd had it for hundreds of years. And then they try and sell you some pyramid scheme stuff. You ever encounter people like that? That like take advantage of, we were talking about sales earlier, that like will take advantage of sick people and like, yeah, you just gotta take this $400 series of vitamins every month and you're gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. They don't care. Just snake oil salesmen and shit. Like they're good, but yeah, you know, those are real people. They're out there. Maybe some of them are right. I don't know. I just know doctors want to give kids Adderall. Like that's a good idea. You know, like
I had a friend who had like this book that some guy put out, and it was like supposedly banned by the government, and it was just all about diet and stuff. And he like cured like different. I think he even claimed to cure cancer.
Yep. Yeah. They say the gut is like I mean, listen, I'm not a doctor. Please don't anyone take any advice what we're saying or anything like that. But like the gut is supposed to be like the key to the body. I mean, think of it like you take a drug, right? Like any drug goes through your gut. So like your body is processing things through your gut. It's the only way it knows how. And like supposedly if you have like a healthy gut flora or like you're way, I mean, that's your immune system. So like you're way less susceptible to getting sick and stuff like that. But I don't know the science, man. I don't even want to try.
Fasting help with that? I heard fasting.
Yeah, I can talk about fasting. Fasting's huge.
Do you fast?
Yeah. I go between the 8 hour, like the fucking 16 and 8. I've done that before, and then this is like I'm not gonna say people should do this, but like you cannot eat for like a week, and no, your body doesn't need food. Your body you won't like die of starvation if you don't eat for like X number of days. It's higher than you think, but like. I went 4 days without eating. It's only hard for the first day. And then like for me anyway, it's a mental thing. And then you just don't feel hungry. And then your body enters this thing called ketosis, which is like the keto diet and shit. Where you're like, it's a kind of a whole immune system reset. If you do it over the course of like 4 days, which is why I did it. I was just experimenting. And I was like smart about it. I just did a bunch of stimulants, so I wasn't hungry at all. And no, I'm kidding. But it,
I don't have an appetite.
Yeah, no, it's great. Just tons of blow. It's just like
when I try to quit like bread and sugars and stuff, I'll try to fast for a whole day to like give my body a chance to like reset for a little bit.
Yeah, no, I it definitely, don't get me wrong, that food tastes so fucking good after on the 4th day.
Yeah,
but like.
The first day is super mental. I tried to not eat for a day like a week or two ago, and I couldn't make it. By the end of the day, I was like, mentally, I just need to do something.
Yeah.
I sometimes do that on accident, like go a day without eating.
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget to eat. Like the other night, I went after the comedy show. I had food for the first time, and it was like midnight. After midnight, I ate risotto. I didn't even eat the whole day, and it wasn't even I wasn't even trying to. I just forgot to eat it like the whole night.
Yeah.
So like I intermittently fast, I found out, just very naturally because I hate eating breakfast. So then I'll start like my work day and then I won't eat until like I get off of work so far. So it's been like probably near like 8 p.m. before I eat right now. So I don't know. It's been cool. I don't know. I feel like people like make it feel like you have to eat all the time, and you really don't have to be eating like 12 meals a day with 4 snacks. Like
dude, even 3 meals a day is like we're like taught that that's like the normal thing, breakfast, lunch, and dinner or whatever. And it's like, no, you know what I mean? Like we did it a long time, not that way. And it's just like, living in a country of like this high, living I don't know, standard, I guess, right? And yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I was really surprised because like I love food that like, but like the second day into it, I'm like, I can do this. It's all mental and like, but again, please don't do this because I said so. Do your own research and maybe talk to a doctor before you do anything. But yeah, you don't actually need to eat food. You never do. It's all like it's not something you need. It's not something you need.
You
It
can
is something
survive
the
just off
government
of
invented,
yeah. You can just survive off of breathing.
dude.
Exactly. It's that Will Hoff.
Yeah.
Fuck me. I dropped the canister.
Wasn't there a woman that said that she'd only eaten water and air for like 3 years or some shit? Did you ever hear about that? She'd only eaten air for like 3 years. It was like she
Dude,
only
what the
subsided off
fuck?
of water and
David
air.
Blaine was just on Rogan, and I think he went like 45 days with just water and completely fucked his body up. And, like,
Yeah, see,
you can,
you're
for
not coming
sure.
back fast, like from that at all. Like it,
Well, no, what he fucked his body up was the recovery because he ate too fast.
yeah,
When you don't eat for long periods of time, and I found this out just like one time when I got gone like a day without eating, and I tried to eat the next day. If you eat like a big meal like you normally would, you're gonna be like you fuck your body up. So like what you have to do is like eat in small bits, like literally like a bite of something, of anything. Like when you come back, it's not the not eating part, but it's the reintroducing food to your body if done incorrectly that can fuck you up. And that's what David Blaine did. So, and it fucked him up because I forgot what the name of the system, the science or whatever, it happens if you eat a bunch of food, but like, so you have to eat like something really small and then like gradually introduce food to your body as it adjusts to the little bit of food you intook.
after 4 days, I did bone broth. That was a great first like thing back, and I ate like I don't know. I think I ate like I'm a fucking moron, but I did bone broth like for the first meal. And that was like the dinner of that day, and then the next day I was probably eating like chicken nuggets or something from McDonald's. But like it, I should have because like your body's in full ketosis at that point. Like supposedly your body is like I think ketosis is like your body is like using its reserve stuff as energy. So I actually felt like more awake than I normally would because like food actually can kind of like suppress that. Again, the whole gut thing or whatever. I'm like throwing bullshit that I think is right. But it when your body's in ketosis, you're actually like apparently you can develop muscle like 2 to 3 times as more efficiently. If you can just stay in that state, eat like keto friendly food and stuff. It's like, and that's why people do the keto diet and shit, ketogenic and stuff.
So you saying you should go fast for a day, get in keto real quick, get in ketosis, and then pump some iron? Is that what you're doing? 4 days?
No,
dude?
I was just like, yeah, I was just doing it for like, yeah, that's what you should do. That's what I should have done. But no, I started crushing the McNuggets and like.
But yeah, of course you feel like a lot of people feel shitty with like the food because most people eat shitty foods. Like all their foods are pumped up with a bunch of shit. And if you're eating most like takeout, it's all processed and all salted and sodium. So like, yeah, most of the food we're gonna eat is gonna make you feel like shit because it's most of the time shitty food.
Mm-hmm.
Like they put all sorts of fucked up shit in our food. Shit that's not even illegal in like fucking Paraguay and shit. They don't even have they're just like, they don't even have a government in Paraguay. They're just like, you can't eat this shit. And we're like, no, feed it to the people. It's good. Like it's
dude,
they
pump animals with probiotics because if they didn't, the animals would get sick and die because of the environments that they're in.
Yeah,
it's just like
they genetically modify these animals so they're not like natural animals. They're not even meant to reproduce. They're not anything. They're just like blubs, and they grow way more like muscle than they're supposed to and fat and all this sorts of fucked up stuff. So they're plumper, and they pump them with all sorts of it's all fucked up.
Did you ever try veal?
Yeah, I have tried.
Yeah, are we bad people for saying that? Are we bad? Maybe I shouldn't have asked. I don't know. Maybe that's I don't know. They'll be like the Infinity War stuff, the medical stuff. That's fine, but the veal, Jesus.
Yeah, the baby cow's too far.
Yeah.
That is delicious.
I've never like paid for veal. Yeah, but like I was in college once, and
I've never paid for cocaine. I've done it hundreds of times.
Yeah.
I'm not
people
not
just
a monster.
they want to give me blow and veal. That's what they want. That's what
You got two options: either this blow or this veal. What you gonna do?
Could you imagine? I wonder if that's ever been said before. Like that sentence.
I like how we always have cute names for everything that makes you forget what it is. You're like, oh, this is just veal. Then I'll tell you it's a fucking baby cow. You just, mama. You're like, delicious. Like, it's veal.
Dude, it's bad. Like I guess I was in college once. I was hanging out with this kid, and we were smoking marijuana, and he was like, "Yo, my parents bought me a bunch of veal." This kid was a well-to-do individual, and I'm like, "Sure, I'll see what all the hype is about." And like, it's pretty good. It's definitely pretty good, right? It's definitely pretty good food.
I like that Liam's experimenting with veal in college.
People are like,
yeah.
I'll expand my mind.
I'll expand my mind. Then we just start making out afterwards, like over the veal. Like,
you want this DMT or you want this veal?
oh shit! How can I choose? Like, I never thought this is what they were talking about when they're talking about college.
he does the DMT, and then like all the ghosts of the baby cows come back.
Oh, bro, don't say that shit. I don't need that on my conscience.
I'd be like, delicious.
The baby veals are just fucking freebasing next to you. Just like, I was gonna be a doctor.
Until these fucking freebase cows, man.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
No, dude.
Dude, that's whack. That's so messed up. Oh fuck. Man, there's someone. I hope we're just really making someone mad every second we talk more about veal. They're like, these sick fucks think it's funny.
That's why Paul Cyphers quit the podcast, because he's a vegan and we just want to talk about veal on every episode.
Yeah, and then we brought up Rocky Mountain oysters and he couldn't handle.
Rocky Mountain oyster.
Do you know what Rocky Mountain oysters are?
I think they're the oysters that come from the mountains, right?
No, but like, I'm dead serious. You know what Rocky Mountain oysters are?
I have no idea. What are they?
Are they bull testicles or bison testicles?
They're buffalo balls.
Buffaloes.
The
That's right.
testicles of a buffalo, and they call them Rocky Mountain oysters. Have you ever tried them?
No,
Definitely
I would.
I've tried some I've tried some Rocky Mountain oysters.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't eat them again. They're not my favorite meat. They taste like kind of like liver. I don't know if
Dude,
you
I
like
can't
beef
eat it.
liver.
I can't just eat balls.
Oh, I
eat
mean,
balls.
they're buffalo balls, though. You eat the rest of the buffalo. Now you're too good to fucking eat the balls, dude.
If we normalize
think
the
so.
balls, like you wouldn't have a problem.
Normalize the balls.
We've
Yeah,
normalized
just
every other part of the animal.
Just normalize it, dude.
That's how you
Yeah.
eat them, just fucking like all.
I juggle them two at a
Hot
time.
sauce, dude. No, nom, nom,
Dude,
nom.
do they look like meatballs? How much meat is it? I don't know if I want to ask this question. Tell me.
No, I mean, how much meat is it? They're like I don't know. It's a little.
Can
You know
you fit
what
a
I'm
whole
saying?
one in your mouth, or do you have to cut it in half?
I cutted it because
Damn, fuck. Do you imagine? Like,
I'll look up in the lies.
yeah, I want to see like how many fucking. I mean, we cut our dog's balls off and stuff. We just don't eat them.
No.
But like,
You got to use every part of the buffalo.
no, I've heard that. I have heard that before.
Yeah, I don't know. You're gonna get them made in different ways, but they're just like some Rocky Mountain oysters. I don't know if you could see that.
Damn, that's fucking 5 balls. Is there one buffalo out there with just like one?
You know how many buffaloes we had to kill to make this meal? No, it's because the
This
balls
one
are
was named
bigger. They
Chester.
probably chop them up and then like bread them into smaller pieces. That's usually how it works.
Damn, I would try it. Who am I kidding? I've had worse stuff. I ate like a
baby cow.
I ate a baby cow just on a whim. Just
Yeah.
some little college experimentation, you know? Like,
Just smoking dope and eating babies. Like, fucking dude, it's Wednesday. I got nothing else going on. Let's go for it.
yeah, do we got finals tomorrow, bro? Like, it's like
Yeah.
we gotta hit this veal. Damn.
Fuck, dude. What if I'm gonna start becoming an underground dealer of meats?
Yeah.
I got fucking veal.
Got
Rocky
veal?
Mountain testicles, dog.
And
What
balls.
you want? I
At
got it.
start on the street last year, there was a vendor that was selling exotic jerkies. So Brianna and I bought like a sampler pack, and we ate like Ostriches, alligators. Fuck, what else do we eat? Venison. I can't remember. There's too many different animals. Kangaroo. We ate kangaroo jerky.
Kangaroo is really good.
Yeah.
I really like kangaroo, and same with gator. I like both of those.
Gator's fine. I fuck with some gator. You ever tried
Honest-
shark?
No, I would though.
Oh yeah,
mean,
I ate
shark.
that fermented shark that they make in Iceland.
Ooh.
Yeah, they like bury it in the ground and squish all the poisons out of it. It's a weird shark.
You went to Iceland?
No, I went to Amsterdam, but the guy that I rented my bike from just got back from Iceland, and he had the frozen shark meat in his freezer. He's like, "Yeah, I went to Iceland." I was like, "Oh, have you tried? I think it's called a hakarl." I was like, "It's like fermented shark,"
Wow.
and he was like, "Dude, I have some in my freezer. Do you want a piece?" I was like, "Yeah, for sure." So like, he like put it out on his patio and just let it thaw for like 5 minutes, and then I just ate raw shark meat on the porch.
Raw shark, delicious. Oh.
Smoking
Yeah.
spliffs of Jack Harrer and watching parrots fly by. It was the day of the lunar eclipse in 2017. But where Amsterdam is, we couldn't see the eclipse.
Wow. Yeah, I love looking at eclipses. I'm a big eclipse guy. I just
like,
look
right
right into it. It's all bullshit, man. They say like it's again the doctors, right? They don't know shit. They don't know what they're talking about. You know,
Yeah,
just make sure you
They'll
fast
see.
for 6 hours before, and your eyes will be fine. Everyone knows
Yeah.
this. We've known it since the Bible. It's right in there. It's right in there.
And then
No,
just
it's-
breathe. Just
Just
I
breathe.
think breathing will get you through anything.
Breathe.
Just like fucking like a stab wound, like just like it'll close. It's how Wolverine does it. Like
There was another guy, Rogan, James Nestor, who wrote a book called Breath, and like everyone's getting into that now. Like you're supposed to breathe through your nose like at all times, pretty much.
yeah, I mean that makes
Who are
sense.
these mouth breathers that are like?
I guess there are a lot of people like if you have like a nose injury or something or like a deviated septum,
Yeah.
a lot of people breathe through their
Makes
mouth.
sense.
But if you only breathe through your nose for a long time, you can kind of like cure your deviated septum.
Yeah.
Wow.
The only time breathing through your mouth is that when you get super tired or you're like running or something like that, and you're like,
Yeah.
that's like the
Yeah.
only time you should be breathing through
Yeah,
your mouth.
exercising like rock climbing, I tried to breathe like exclusively through my nose, like after listening to this podcast, but it's way too hard.
No, there's just not enough air intake that comes through that to
Yeah.
do it.
But
don't
maybe
wanna be-
eventually I'll open up those like passageways in my
Oh
nose.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe, but they're only so big, you know. You don't want to be a weird fucking mouth breather though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said it could change the shape of your face if you breathe through your mouth for a long time.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, I mean, like I guess you're using. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Using your mandible.
Jimmy just bought this book, so I'll let him read it, and then we'll have Jimmy on the podcast to talk about it.
To talk about. That's what we're gonna start doing. Find some of these nerds that are reading books and then have them talk about these fucking books.
I've been reading this one Charles Manson book since like April, I think.
Is it Chaos?
Chaos, yeah.
I'm just about done, dude. I don't read. I listen to audiobooks. That's the move, Jesse. That's the move. Fuck reading.
Yeah.
We're fucking on our phones. We're reading more often than people ever have. People don't even talk about it that way, but we are. We're intaking bullshit. It sucks.
That's
but
the
like,
problem. We're
You
reading
know what I
a
mean?
lot
It
of
That's-
sucks.
bullshit.
No
That's
one's
why
learning shit.
I like to read real information now, so I do enjoy reading a book.
Yeah, but like, I promise if you put on the audiobook, fuck podcasts. I mean, we're doing a podcast, but like audiobooks, bro, you crush them. I've gone through like a ton of really good books this summer just on audio.
Do you retain the information?
Wait, like honestly better. Like, because especially Audible, the app Audible,
Mhm. Yeah, that's
there's
a good
like a
app.
section you really like. You can like take out like up to 2 minutes, and then you can like bookmark it and you got like this separate folder of all these audio clips of sections of the book that you found interesting. So afterwards you can just kind of get like that's like a 17-hour audio book, right? But like you can chop out the really information that stuck out to you in like an hour worth of content the whole way through it, and then you just like go back and refresh it. I retain a lot more. Yeah.
Man, that's the
Yeah.
one like caveat to not having comedy is because like all those long drives, like an hour to Boston or Rhode Island or New Hampshire, wherever you're going. I used to love listening to audiobooks on those drives. So anytime I'd be driving to comedy, I'd always be listening to audiobooks. And because of that, when I was going out so much, I got through audiobooks super fast. But now I'm never in my car. So because I'm never in my
Yeah.
car, I'm like, I don't know. It's weird listening.
That's
to
why I
audio.
would like explore new music too on like long drives. Now I do that
Definitely.
when I'm rock climbing.
Yeah. Oh, hold on a sec. Let me grab my charger for my device. It's about to die. Because Jesse, I got a question about rock climbing.
Yeah,
Um,
said it.
how long you been doing it for?
Almost 6 years.
No shit, really?
Indoor rock climbing. I've only climbed outdoors like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, it's fucking. I'm a moron, dude. When I was talking about Yosemite earlier. I experimented with some rock climbing.
Yeah.
Free soloing. Like, because I'm like, oh, I'm the man, right? I don't care about dying, like, or anything. And I had a fucking near death experience out there, and it totally turned me off from ever, like,
How high were you climbing?
high enough. Like, it was like 30 feet or something.
Dude, that's really high, yeah.
Yeah,
Super
and you just
super
got
dumb.
up there like freebasing it, just nothing.
Base.
No pads underneath you?
No, none of that shit. None of that shit.
None of that.
Did you have rock climbing shoes?
No, I had Pumas, baby. I'm serious, yeah. So
You just did it all completely wrong.
I know.
And the Pumas, dog.
I was begging for that to happen.
Yeah.
For that to happen.
Did you fall?
No. So what happened was I was climbing up a.
Was it a flat face? Or like, what was the angle? What was like the tilt on it?
We were looking for this place called Hidden Falls. I'm sorry if this angle sucks comparatively.
It's okay.
But we were looking at this place called Hidden Falls. It's supposed to be like this Garden of Eden in the middle of the woods. We did eventually find it, not this day. We found this one waterfall out in the middle of the woods based on the verbal directions of some people. Like from
Is this in Mass, by the way, this Hidden Falls?
This is California in Yosemite National Park.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I worked there 2 summers back. I worked there on the park. It was amazing. But one of the days, me and a group of my buddies are out there, and we're looking for a place called Hidden Falls. It's supposed to be like this Garden of Eden. Based on the verbal instructions that we received, we found a waterfall in the middle of the woods. But like, honestly, Yosemite National Park, even like the touristy stuff, is like some of the most amazing shit you've ever seen. So like, I am like, this is kind of bullshit. We must have to crawl to the top of this waterfall to get to Hidden Falls, because you can see there's another basin up there. So I'm climbing up the side of this like cliff face with one of my friends, and it's like 25 feet up in the air, 30 feet, and we're shimmying up like 8 inches. There's like 8 inches of stone, right, that you can shimmy using that against like I'm sorry if I'm explaining this terribly, but you're going up like an incline, and the cliff face is out at you, so it's your body's pressed against the cliff face, and you're shimmying upwards, okay, at an angle.
Mm.
It was like 8 inches of stone, and then it narrowed very quickly to like 3 inches of stone, and I didn't realize that. Eventually, I took one like foot forward, like my left foot forward, and I was expecting there to be way more space, and my heel just goes right out underneath off the side of the cliff, and all of a sudden I'm half hanging onto nothing. And I should have fallen, but I slapped my fucking sweating body against the cliff face, and I just slid against it. It hurt so bad, but it was better than dying, right? And like, I kind of hung there for like 30 seconds, freaking out, because I kept trying to find a footing with my left foot.
Yeah.
And I just kept sliding down. My buddy grabbed my right foot, and I was like a foot taller, and like I weighed a lot more than they did. And I came to the point, dude, because I was sliding down, and I was like trying to shimmy back to the right, and I couldn't. I told them to let go of me, because I was like convinced I was gonna fall, and I would just take them with me. And then I don't know. This is like, I'm not trying to like over dramatize what happened, but like, as I'm sliding down, I fucking catch like a fucking thing with these fingers on my right hand side that I'm not even looking for. And I stop myself from sliding, and I somehow like fucking, people like talk about like lifting a car up on a fucking loved one or whatever.
Yeah.
I fucking do some Spider-Man shit, and I fucking like slide backwards, and I slide back down like into my friend's arms onto the other side. And then we fell and they died, but I was fine. No, but like I
Broke your
crushed their
fall.
bodies. Yeah.
His body broke my fall. R.I.P.
Yeah, it was awesome though. Real trip. Can't replace that. But no, I shimmied myself over successfully, and it was horrific. Like I remember my adrenaline, dude. It took me like a really long time to like center myself back to like earth, and it was a trip. But ever since then, I've been terrified of rock climbing. So I was like curious if you had ever. I was gonna ask. Sorry, that was a huge fucking tangent. But do you know about like Alex Honnold?
Yeah, I watched this documentary, Free Solo.
Dude, I met him out in Yosemite.
Yeah.
Not knowing who he was.
He's an intense dude, right? He's like a robot.
Yeah, there's like nothing going on there. You look into the eyes and it's just cold. You just feel cold. Like he was very nice to me and my friend who was really geeking out because he was a big climber. He was really into it.
Yeah.
I didn't know who he was, but I trust, he climbed that shit. Like you point outside and oh wow, nothing, no gear. So like you could understand, but like I could tell that there was just like damaged goods. You know what I mean? Like he's got something fucked up.
Have you watched this movie?
Oh yeah, I saw it afterwards, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. That guy, like, is that guy?
He's the guy that climbs like a bunch of like flat face like rocks with like nothing, no gear, right? He's just fucking floating and freestyling on that shit.
He climbed El Cap. Is that at Yosemite?
Yeah.
I
learned that from Apple. My background, El Capitan.
Yeah, he climbed El Cap, just no ropes, nothing, in under 4 hours.
Yep. Yeah, that sounds right. It's definitely like superhuman shit. They said, I think in the documentary, that is like amygdala, the shit that like processes fear in your brain. It's not sized properly. Like it's broken. Like so he doesn't fear anything. So like he can do shit like that. He's got no anxiety or whatever. I don't know if that's true, but like
he's definitely like escaping something too. He doesn't want to like deal with like other things in his life, so he just like zones out on the rock.
Yeah, we should talk about this off the pod sometime because I've heard I don't want to say nothing. Alex Honnold, is he your Patreon? He might be on your Patreon. I don't know, but
yeah,
I've just heard some crazy stories about the guy, like other stuff that like is crazier than climbing mountains and shit. So like he's the type of guy that would like catch a bullet with his teeth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does not care. Like
I'll fucking catch this bullet. I don't give a fuck. I got it.
Yeah. What's the worst thing that could happen? Honestly.
Dude, stop being a bitch. Shoot the fucking gun. I got it.
There was a guy that used to do that. Like there's a video. I saw a video of it once. Maybe the video. I was younger when I saw the video, but I know a guy like claimed he could do that, and then he like it one time he didn't do it, and he stopped doing it. Stop being cool.
He tried to catch bullets with his teeth?
Yeah, and
that's not a real thing.
Dude, Google that shit. I swear to God.
Out here lying. Who was like, nah, I got these bullets. You heard of this, Jesse?
No, I've seen Penn and Teller do the bullet catch, which is really good.
Yeah.
And then David Blaine like pulled the trigger on a rifle by himself. It like shot something off his head, I think, on his last special.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nuts.
Damn.
I don't know.
I'm Googling this right now. I'm about to find out.
What's going on? Am I bullshitting?
Yeah, let me take a look. Let me see here.
Catch bullet with teeth. There's definitely a Penn and Teller bit that they used to do. They would have someone like sign the casing of the bullet and everything, or sign like the bullet itself.
Yeah,
and then you would spin it onto a plate. It's really good. It's a good trick. Gone down a few Penn and Teller rabbit holes.
It's just a trick.
Yeah, it's a trick.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it's an illusion probably.
But there are 6 magicians who have died while trying to perform it.
See, that's what I mean. Like it happens.
Yeah,
that's real. That's real.
Happen.
There's some real shit to it. Like
yeah. Oh man.
That Blaine podcast is crazy, man. Such a character.
David Blaine he's an interesting human being. He's for sure a character.
I liked how uncomfortable he made Rogan.
Oh yeah.
And like Blaine is just running game on you the whole time. Like you never know what's going on with that guy.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah,
what's
it's
real
all-
and what's not.
Yeah. Good. I love hearing from people like that. I don't know. It's just interesting.
Mhm.
Like, I know
He
he
won't
had,
like truly reveal everything though. He
No,
can't
yeah.
be. He can't be like completely straight with you.
no, yeah, and that's it's like a sales guy. He's always thinking like, okay, where do I get
What's
some
the
money
next
out of
move?
fucking people? Like, it's like,
Hell yeah. We should wrap this up.
yeah, this has been a great time. This is fun.
Yeah,
my
we did.
NyQuil's gonna start kicking in soon. I gotta upload this podcast.
He's gonna start saying crazy things. Ooh,
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm gonna get loose like Roseanne.
Like a Roseanne, Jesus.
Liam, you got anything you'd like to plug? You got some podcasts?
You've done
Sure,
anything,
yeah.
whatever.
I'd love to have both of you guys on it at some point. Obviously, it's called Good Vibes Live. That's really all I do now, I guess. Like I'll pop up and do a show. I did my first stand-up set like a week and a half ago, and I just felt so guilty the whole time. I
Where'd
was
you do
like-
it?
Where did you do it at?
I was out in Boston, out in Somerville.
Was it outside or inside?
It was outside. Yeah,
Okay.
it was out. So it was safe. Like but I was like, man, what if one of these people gets sick and die? And it's they're only out here because I wanted to get out and talk about my dick for 7 minutes.
Was that the Casey's?
Oh yes, it was Casey Squared. It was a good time. It was a good I missed stand up, man. That was the one and only time I've done it since March 12th. I didn't bomb. It was like I definitely was more intense than I probably normally am.
Yeah.
I was just fucking nervous, and it was like a pretty sizable crowd. But like, fuck, I do miss it, man. Like I do miss it. It's fucking nothing.
I've done 3 open mics. I feel so guilty and so bad after the open mics, but
I
like
bet.
after actual shows, I feel good.
Okay. Yeah, because I guess people are paying, and that's on them. It's just like when I used to work at McDonald's, I killed way more people there.
Yeah,
For sure.
exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
You never
I
washed
haven't-
your hands.
Dang.
Oh yeah, I'm just Jesus, undercooking chicken and shit, running it through. Just,
Just leaving DMT droplets on them.
Jesus.
That'd
It's like
be-
this is great. Good. Oh, I gotta drive home after this. They should be fine. It exists in your brain normally, dude. It's not my fault. Like,
Oh shit.
Hell yeah,
Thanks
dude.
for dropping by, Liam.
yeah, thanks for having me on. This was fun, guys.
I'm gonna hit stop recording and then we'll chat for a minute.
Sure thing.
All right, peace, guys.